I've just done another video for my other channel and I'm back in central Hat Yai at Ligan's Plaza, and coming here during COVID was quite depressing actually. There was just no one here and all the shops closed, but now it's fully back to normal. In fact, it's even busier than before COVID. A lot of tuk-tuk drivers who are waiting for the huge influx of Malaysian tourists who will arrive this weekend. So let's just go and look around and see if we can read things. Everyone thinks I'm a tourist, so I keep getting approached and offered tourist services. Okay, side of this tuk-tuk. Okay, Painai, which means within. Kate, which is area. Tesaban, which is municipality. Nakhon, which means like a big city. Hat Yai. So that's where this tuk-tuk is allowed to operate, just inside the boundaries of the Hat Yai municipality. Okay, Cop Green Grab, Swaddy Grab. This central area of Hat Yai gets completely taken over by Malaysian tourists at weekends and holidays. The majority are ethnic Chinese, so as you're walking around you hear a lot of Chinese being spoken. I don't understand a word, and neither can I read any Chinese. And this shop here sells bird's nest soup and shark's fin soup, and the signs are in Chinese, the standard colours of golden red, and I can read the Thai but not the Chinese. So the sign up here, it says Rang Nok. Rang is nest and Nok is bird, it's a bird's nest, and Hu Chalam. So Hu is ear and Chalam is shark, so they actually call shark's fins shark's ears. Here's a list of taxi destinations in English and Thai, and once you start to read Thai a little bit you can see how badly other people's pronunciations are. Let's look at a few. So this one here, when I first saw that in English I thought it was some guy. Okay, it's not. When you look at the Thai you can see that it's got the so sura and the sara u, so it's su, and then that's two syllables. It's not sung, it's su ngai go log. A lot of foreigners will say crabby for this one. It's actually grabby. And the one that really annoys me is the Farang pronunciation for islands. So here they always say Koh Samui, and it's not really surprising when you look at the terrible transliteration, but when you look at the Thai, this is a vowel combination that uses three characters, so Sara A, Sara A and Sara A, and those three together just make a very, very short O sound. And then we've got Gogai in the middle, so got. The easiest way to think about it is think of the English word G-O-T and then just remove the final T. So instead of got, it's just got Samui. It's not Koh Samui, please. I hate transliteration with a passion, and it's not until you start to read Thai that you realise just how bad it is. So let's just look at one example for Yatla, and the transliteration just gives the same vowel for the two syllables. So looking at it like this, a, you think both syllables sound the same. They don't. If you look at the Thai, Yo Yak Sara A, which is a short vowel, Lo Ling, and then Sara A, which is a long vowel. So they're not the same. It's Ya La, but on the transliteration they're exactly the same. The other one that really irritates me, and it's not on this sign because we're in the wrong part of Thailand, is Pattaya or Pattaya for Pattaya. These signs appeared a few years ago And what they've done is to give every intersection in town a name. And because that's Odeon department store over there, this intersection is called Odeon. So let's look at the Thai spelling. And it starts with an O sound, and we've got Sara O, so that's really all we need. But as I've said in previous videos, when a word starts with a vowel sound, it needs that O-ang. So you see the Sara O, and then the O-ang, because that's the convention. And then the second part of the word uses a 3-character vowel combination. We've got Sara A, Sara E, and Yor Yat. And this is an example of how some consonants can be used in vowel combinations. So those 3 characters make an ear sound. And we have Dordek as the initial consonant and Nonu as the final consonant. So it's a D, an ear, and an N. So it's Dian, O Dian. I studiously avoid tourist areas in Thailand, and because this central part of Hat Yai gets so many Malaysian tourists, I avoid this area as well. I come to this part of Hat Yai very infrequently. I'm quite amazed today how much it's changed. There's new shops opened, shops closed, and the whole place just looks different. And I've been missing out actually, because I really like Middle Eastern food, kebabs and things, and I wasn't aware of anywhere in Hat Yai, but there's a place open just on the corner over there by Odeon, which I've just had lunch there, and it was really good. So I do need to make a point of coming down to this area a bit more often. We're just walking now towards Hat Yai train station and Robinson department store. I remember as a tourist going to the same part of Thailand 4 or 5 years apart, many years ago, and everything had changed so much that I just didn't recognise anywhere. Things change so quickly here. What I'm going to explain is quite typical for Thailand in general. As you come into Hat Yai station, there's quite a lot of information in English, and you think you're going to be okay. But then you get to the platform, and this board with all the departure times is only in Thai, and this happens quite a lot. So you see English signs, and you get to a point where they dry up, and all you see is Thai signs. So let's take a look at a couple of the destinations on this board. So train 456 that runs between Yat La, one of the 3 southern provinces, right on the border, one of the 3 provinces where there's a lot of problems. And this symbol at the end is kind of like etc. It's when there's a long word or a long name, and they don't bother writing all of it, maybe because it's too long, and they just put this sign on. So this says Nakhon Si. That's actually Nakhon Si Thammarat, but they don't write all of it, they just use that sign. This one here, Krung Thep, Bangkok, Hat Yai. Krung Thep, Sungai Golok, it's a little town on the Malaysian border. Same. Oh, here, Patalung, Sungai Golok. Again, Nakhon Si Thammarat, Sungai Golok. Krung Thep, Bangkok, Yala, Nakhon Si, Hat Yai. Yeah, all much the same. No, there's no other destinations on this board. So just an example that even though you see a lot of English in Thailand, and you think, there's no need to learn Thai, you will run into situations where you only see written Thai. As I've been saying in recent videos, I don't want these videos to be too long. So I'm going to wrap up now and say goodbye from Hat Yai Junction, and see you again soon. Thank you for watching.